So we did the glue up. If you watched me on the speed video, you'll see me really quick. I was essentially refacing this. I'm gonna have to replane it and resand it and all that kind of stuff, but I wanted to knock it down a little bit. I also wanted to get the glue, or get this down to see how the glue joints did. Plus, we decided this is going to be a coffee table, so I'm going to have to thin this down a little bit. I'd actually like to take about another, I don't know, 1/16 off or so. I may do that, I don't know. It's a lot of work. It took me about an hour and a half to basically get it all done, but to get this side done. This is the bottom. So, you know, back to the bow ties, right? Trying to hold those cracks in. So this is the bottom. But I will say, look at our glue joints. Our glue joints worked out really good. That was one thing I was kind of worried about. we were pouring the glue, glued up both of these, you know, the plug and all the way up, and then all the sides of the walnut cutout, which I had already previously cut with a router. And I knew that I wasn't going to be very tight. There's just too much fluctuation on the inside of the walnut. And so basically just was wanting to see how they turned out, but they turned out really, really good. Hey, my biggest fan showed up. And so they turned out really good. Actually, I'm really happy about them. So now I just got a bunch of planing and sanding and all that kind of crap to do on this. I may still take it down another 1/16. I don't know. I was kind of wanting to drop it down about 3/8. So take or about a half, wasn't I? So I was wanting to do 3/8 on this side and then do an 1/8 on the top. So because the red is actually sitting about a 1/16 up. And so if I take an 1/8 off the top, I'll take a 1/16 off the Paduke, which is about as much as I want to take off. So take a 1/16 off the Paduke and then face the top when I get there. So anyway, a lot of still work to do on planing and getting it all smoothed off here on the bottom, but I'm really happy about the glue joints. I still got some voids, but we're going to hit those with epoxy at some point, and kind of looking at what my options are on that. I got to figure out how much epoxy I need too. But anyway, kind of tickled. This is working out pretty good. My plug turned out pretty good, so that's the, you know, so if you look at the front of this, you shouldn't be able to tell that there's pine inside here unless you flip it. So anyway, so kind of got the little walnut plug in there. So that turned out really good. Faced pretty good. I got a little tear out right there, but nothing too big. And so I think it all turned out pretty good. So here's my new glue joints. They're nice and pretty and tight. So kind of happy about that. Like a lot happy about that, because that tells me that I got good glue all the way up to the other side. So I just gotta sand it all down. I guess we'll have to figure if we're gonna do the other 1/16 or whatever that is. Anyway, there you go.